at GiantGrubeWildManTraining.com. Every once in a while, somebody will catch one of my YouTube videos with the manual labor training, physical labor training, and gym training. And I have my, I've done both, okay? And I've spent a lot of time, from the time I was 12 years old when I started lifting heavy weights, to the time I was in my late 20s, maybe 28, when I was lifting as heavy as I possibly could. I've told it before. In ninth grade, I was 15 years old and I was deadlifting 400 pounds at about a body weight of 147 pounds. As my senior year in high school, I was benching 330 pounds, about the same fucking body weight. It was nothing for me to put 110, 125 pounds around my fucking waist and do dips with it. 80 pounds to do chin-ups. I didn't do this alone. I did this in the weight room around all the football players. Everybody fucking could see it, okay? This isn't something made up, okay? So people don't understand that I'm a different breed. I was doing this stuff, man, way before anybody out there on the internet was doing shit and things like that. You know, you got men today, man, that are 30 years old, they got to become alpha, and they got to go to the gym, that their fucking goal was to bench 300 pounds. Man, I don't give a fuck. You got to have a goal, do what you got to do. But what my thing is when I talk about manual training, manual labor and things like that, people will tell me how when you lift really heavy, there's no way you can continue to do that on, and that they're so worn out after they train that way that all they can do is lightly ride a bike. Well, let me tell you something. I work second shift, okay, on a loading dock, which we move freight all the fucking time, dragging, pulling, fucking carrying, all fucking day long, in the fucking heat and the fucking cold. For fucking 10, it was never an 8-hour fucking day. So it was fucking 10 to fucking 12, 14 hours a day, depending on the fucking situation. So I'd go to the gym and I'd train just like that in a bad environment, which was fucking hot or fucking cold, with no fan and no air condition, and lift as heavy as I fucking possibly could. And then I'd fucking go to work and I'd do the same shit and lift and carry shit all fucking day long. So don't fucking tell me how it is to lift fucking heavy weights. Okay, because there was a time when I was squatting 600 pounds. Well, I did it once, but it was a fucking waste of time. It was nothing for me to fucking throw a fucking 300-pound roll of flooring on my shoulder or a concrete parking block as a fucking competition and carry it around the fucking dock. It was nothing. Okay, I got to the point where I didn't need that because I found out lifting that heavy fucking weight didn't really fucking make much of a difference in my lifestyle. Okay, so when I tell the stories about me lifting 45, unloading trailer loads, school books, they're 45 pounds a box, average. They come in a trailer, 45 to 48 foot trailers, in the fucking middle of summer, sitting in the yard, baking in the fucking heat, 120 degrees in that trailer. I didn't have to do it. Let me tell you why I didn't have to do it. Because I was the fucking boss. But we couldn't get two people to fucking do it, okay? People couldn't do it. They'd get sick. They'd go home. All right, we couldn't get one person to fucking do it. So it got to the point where it's like, you know what, I'm going to fucking do this. And I looked at it as a challenge, as a competition. So I went in there. I'd go in there with a fucking gallon of fucking water and a fucking towel and no fucking fan. I didn't want no fan in that fucking trailer. And I would throw them fucking books on a manual belt. And I'd push them down there. I'd have anywhere between 6 to 10 people on the belt. 3 to 5 on each side, whatever. They'd pick box up and I'd have to keep up with them. And when they couldn't keep up with me, I did push-ups. Also, not by myself. Stories that can be validated by a ton of fucking people. Okay? Just because I wanted to fucking do it. So when I load hundreds of thousand pounds a day, okay, of 45-pound boxes, whatever you want to say, and then still fucking do my other jobs and still train before I come in and do that, okay, you want me to believe that somehow I'm not fucking staying strong, conditioned, and fucking shape, then you're an idiot, okay? Because then I'll say the same thing here about with the kettlebell. Average kettlebell is 53 pounds, right? 53 pounds. People that use kettlebells, man, they're fucking in shape. They're the fucking physical cultures of the fucking world. People that use maces, fucking light maces, 30 pounds. Oh, they're swinging them. They're fucking physical culture icons. But if a fucking 45-pound box is being thrown in a fucking trailer outside of the gym, it has no fucking relevance, okay? If I go out in the fucking yard and I fucking throw around a rock, don't have any relevance because I'm not inside the fucking gym doing it. No progressive training there. Does it make any fucking sense to the people? No, it only makes sense to idiots, okay? Because not everybody wants to go to the gym and fucking lift as heavy as they fucking possibly can and blow out their fucking shoulders and shit. Because let me tell you something, that's what fucking happens. There ain't a fucking person that ain't fucking trained and lifted as heavy as they possibly can that ain't fucking crippled the fuck up. Okay, and if you're not, you just started training and you're not lifting that fucking much weight. Because our egos fucking sent us in there to fucking strap as fucking much weight on our fucking backs, or to squat as much, or to pick up as much with bad fucking form, and do unnatural movements with weight that we probably shouldn't be picking up. Matter of fact, I'll even say another thing. If you have to use wrist wraps And I'm not saying any lift it takes away from any lift. But if you have to use wrist wraps, maybe you shouldn't be lifting it because your hands aren't strong enough to lift it. That's just my opinion. But I don't care. I mean, I've seen people deadlift 1,000 pounds using wraps. Hey, great. That's a great lift. I'm not going to take that away from them. But I'm just saying, I stopped using that shit. I didn't use wraps. I didn't use fucking knee wraps. I didn't use fucking belts. You know, and I got stronger that way. I've known a ton of people in the manual labor industry that they shake your hand, they break your fucking hand. Okay? I know they can fucking handle themselves. They can fight. Most guys that go to the gym, they do it because they fucking can't fight. Okay? Most men today, it's all about, I gotta look good, I gotta get a woman, and you can't get them anyhow. Okay? You just ain't getting them anyhow. So when somebody tells me that a 45 pounds unloading trailer loads of fucking books, moving millions and millions of pounds, is not as good as swinging a fucking kettlebell or swinging a fucking mace or throwing a rock in my yard, well, they're idiots. Later.